evening again, everybody. That was a nostalgic presentation. It's my pleasure to welcome you all for joining us today, and I especially thank our faculty, residents, staff, and their families, everybody who made it here today. Dr. Garcia has again graced our graduation ceremony with her presence, as always. Thank you very much. It's a special day for me today because this batch has had a difficult beginning, but a very, very smooth sail. So I'm really, really proud of all these three people who are graduating today. I would like all to give a special hand to them. They did start their journey on a tough note, but I am thankful that they kept their perseverance and their determination and evolved as fantastic radiologists today. I would like to thank Dr. Garcia here because when the transition was happening and she told me to take the charge, she had faith in me before I had faith in myself. So I want to say thank you for that trust in me. For the past year, I've been working with Dr. Cohen now, and our bonding has evolved, even gotten more closer, and the understanding is far more now. So Dr. Cohen, thank you, because you have been a great support for me, and I never felt like you. Radiology was always one of your special children for the past couple of years. Of course, we have a great staff, we have great faculty, and we have great residents. We need all these important people to make this program great, and I feel privileged because this is our fourth batch graduating today. So it's been quite a journey. It's been quite a journey. I would like to reiterate and enumerate some of the accomplishments that we had in the past year, because I feel this is a very special time when we all are together and we want to see what we did in the past year and how we have grown in the past year and what our long-term goals are, how we are going to go even further. We have gotten better. We are still trying to be the best. We showed a very heavy participation in the academy meeting, and the majority of the posters, as for the past few years, were from University of Florida College of Dentistry. So that was great. And everybody personally came, all the renowned people and scientists there came and really applauded our work there. So that to us meant a lot. This is the first time when we had participation in oral presentations. We did a case sharing session. Our residents were participating in the case sharing session and performed very well, showed very active involvement in the academy activities as well. Our residents are also a part of many committees in the AUMR now, resident committees, in addition to myself being in the active participation in the faculty committees. I want to especially recognize the fact that we got accredited by the IAC, Intersocietal Accreditation Commission, and we are accredited for the next 3 years. And this was a very good accomplishment. UFCD is probably the only second institution that is having the accreditation so far. Talking about our special graduates today, when they started, these were 3 different people from diverse backgrounds, and I was thinking that how in the world are they going to gel with each other? On one hand was Karen, who had already been an accomplished practitioner for several years and an orthodontist, of course. On the other hand was Marwa, a very shy lady, and Sergio, who actually became the captain of the ship for a lot of time. So, but they evolved so well together that I think nature amazes me how Karen got along well with Marwa and Sergio. Marwa metamorphosized in her personality. Marwa today is a very polished radiologist and a very social person who began her journey as a very shy girl. I am proud of you, Marwa. Will she fit into the resident's shoe? Because it's difficult to be a resident again after having a career for so many years. And I have to confess, every time we would talk, discuss, or critique anything, Karen would take all the feedback very positively. I think that's what helped her a lot and to get where she is today. So Karen, well done. Sergio. Sergio is a very caring and loving person and has actually been, I should say, the binding strength. He was our chief president for a lot of time, and he took the ropes in his hand in very tough times. He worked very closely with me, and he tried to keep all the residents together and integrated, and helped us with all the activities and all the, helped to give the support to his juniors and made their transition very smooth for them. I'm sure the current second years are also very thankful to Sergio. And of course, Marwa and Karen helped him to carry on all that. But yes, Sergio, you were a great captain. Even though the waters were rough, the sail was smooth, and I am very proud of saying that you all, attained to this level with so much grace, and you're so polished today. I think it needed a lot of strength, determination, and hard work. I feel proud of you all. Let me take a moment to thank two gentlemen here who play a very important role in my life, other than my husband and son. That is Dr. Ruprecht. Needless to introduce him, but just to be around him is a different aura. Well, now we are three type A personalities, me, Dr. Hansen, and Dr. Ruprecht. For sure the program is in very good hands. Thank you, Dr. Ruprecht. People ask for 10 cents a day. I'll make an honest confession. I take $1 from him every day. So you can imagine how many times I go and ask him questions. But being a leader in the field, being somebody who has been a program director, who has been a chair, who has been an associate dean, the amount of experience he brings on the table, and he's officially my mentor, it is my honor and privilege, Dr. Ruprecht, to be working with you. Dr. Hansen. So last year, I was here with tears rolling down my eyes, saying goodbye to him. I was happy for his decision of going out and trying out private practice, but in my heart, I had that urge. I wish Matt would join our team. He would be a great addition. I think God just heard my wish, and Dr. Hansen came back. I have to say, he has been a great addition to the program, because he helps me to see by two perspectives. Being a recent graduate, he gives me the idea of how he thought the program would be better as a resident. Now he doesn't hesitate to give me open feedback. And as a faculty, he also helps me to make it better. So Matt, I'm really, really happy to have you back here. Thank you. Now, I would request Dr. Garcia to please come and say a few words here.
Thanks very much, Eva. It's always really a pleasure to be in this kind of event. As I look around the room, I see the new residents, I see the graduating residents, I see lots of accomplishment and experience, and I also see families that come together. And I think that's really emblematic of who we are as a college. And I think part of our success is really creating that environment where our faculty, our students, our residents, and our staff can succeed. This is indeed a very special group of three individuals who really found themselves at a sort of a point, we could say a seam of transition. And I am just particularly proud of all of you who have really, with a lot of determination, as Dr. Kashwari mentioned, really hung in there. You believed in your program director, you believed in our ability to support all of you and to see you succeed. I haven't been as close to see the day-to-day changes and growth in all of you, but I've seen much more, actually, of your class than many others. And so with Dr. Kashwari, with the leadership of Dr. Cohen, with the able help of Dr. Rupert and now Dr. Hansen, I think the program is really flourishing tremendously. I have no doubt that all of you that are family among yourselves as the program grows, and you then will be hopefully contributing as our program alumni. So I share really a wonderful evening with you and congratulate everyone, including the families. I know the many sacrifices and hardships that come from supporting someone that's going through a training program. And for some of you, families are much more distant, making that trajectory even more challenging. So congratulations to all of you, to everyone that contributes each and every day to that success. And I hope to hear from all of you in the future, and please stay in touch. Have a great evening.
Thank you, Dr. Garcia, for those kind words. Dr. Kumar, would you like to come and say a few words?
Dr. Garcia and I are about the same size, so we're just I'd like to just take a moment to talk about our institution. I think people, when you're in an institution, I think you feel happy that you're there and you have some pride in the institution, but I think you have to understand that UF College of Dentistry is probably one of the greatest in the United States, and maybe the greatest. I think that when you look at our diagnostic department, we actually have a department now where we have radiology, pathology, and oral medicine. And when you try to get an appointment, or if you send a biopsy, or if you send a radiograph, the volume that comes is absolutely staggering, and the phone calls and the emails and the requests for consultations. This place is the candy store of diagnostic sciences, pathology, and radiology. So when you train here, you are trained the best place there is. And so I want you to realize that this is an incredible institution. And as I say that, I have to tell you, in the last few years, it's gotten a lot better as we've had incredible leadership from Dr. Garcia. She's not only a friend, but she's an incredible mentor and a leader. She's organized our school, she's created policies that make sense. Everybody knows what they need to be doing, and everybody is really, really producing at a much higher level than they ever could. And I think that's really a testimony to her. So I'd like to just take a second and just give her a hand. And I'm not asking for a pay raise, so I want you to understand that. The other thing is, if we look at our faculty, I'd like to just go down and think about radiology. You know, Viva has taken this whole thing on by herself. I don't know how she does it. You know, when you talk to her, you have to understand she's on roller skates. And she's the program director, she's the residency director, and she's in charge of the whole division. And really, the division runs by itself. I have almost nothing. When she's in charge, everything gets taken care of, and all I do is I sign the checks every once in a while. That's about my whole job. So what a great job. And you know, I have this rule, when somebody leaves, it's called the Cohen rule. If somebody leaves the building, how fast do I miss them? So when I think about Dr. Rubrick, every time he goes back to Canada for a few months, I kind of break into a sweat and say, oh my God, when is Axel coming back? When is Axel coming back? So he's at the top of the line in terms of really being just a critical thing. And then when we got to hire Matt, I could pinch myself. You know, if I sound excited, I mean, if I had to pick anybody in the country that I wanted to add as a junior faculty member, Matt would have been the one. So I think if you look at radiology, it's as best as it can be, and I think it's growing and it's going to be even better. And what I really love now is we now have seminars together with radiology and pathology, and you should see the cases. We have so much fun. I mean, we just see the most challenging things in the world, and this is a place to be to train. And let me just talk a little bit about the pathology faculty. You know, we have Dr. Bhattacharya, who's the wizard. I call him the ever-ready bunny. He never sits still long enough to take a deep breath, and he's in charge of everything and runs everything, and he's an incredible leader. And Dr. Islam is another great pathologist. What a diagnostician he is. And we have these great seminars every day, and it's just an incredible place to be. And I think we're going to see something like 13,000 biopsies this year. When we started, we did 4,000. So that gives you some idea of what's going on in terms of that. And oral medicine, we have Dr. Cha and Dr. Katz and Dr. Sandow, and those guys do an incredible job with cancer patients, and they see so many patients, they're backlogged about 4 or 5 months. And what does that tell you? When all of our divisions are so far backed up that people beg us to come see us. And that's because of the quality of the education that you get here and the challenging cases that you see. And I would be negligent to forget about mentioning the staff. We have some of the best staff that I can imagine. You know, we have, in terms of finance, we have Kervin Daniel. Kervin is an amazing help to me. He's constantly coming up with ways to improve our collections, and it's actually made us profitable. Then we have people like Amy and Janie and the Debbies, Debbie R and Debbie E. We have these amazing staff people that do an incredible job. And Lydia keeps everybody on time and keeps everybody running and functioning. So I know I've gotten a little long, but I want to tell you something. When you graduate from here, hold your head up. You're a Gator, and this is an incredible place to be. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Moon, for all those words of encouragement. May I request Marwa here?
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. You listen to me, Dr. Robert?
It's a little quiet.
A little quiet? Now, you listen to me? Yes.
Just want to make sure.
I always ask Dr. Robert about that. He don't hear me. He doesn't hear me. So, I wish I can elaborate like what previous presenter did, but I have a paper to read, and please accept that. So in the name of God, the merciful and the compassionate, I thank all the coming and participants in our graduation ceremony. First of all, I would thank my mom, who came today to participate in this ceremony and who has been with me through all my life, and she gave me a lot of maximum support. I also welcome my great husband and my kids, who have shared with me their tiredness and sacrificed their time and rights for me to accomplish this great results. They are my partners in all my achievements. I would also thank Dean Garcia. She included us in her decision-making by meeting with us multiple times and taking our comment to heart. I also want to mention Dr. Cohen, our department chair. His tireless and ethical work is highly appreciated. I want to thank our director of the department, Dr. Kashwari, for her great efforts to continue improving our program and for the support she provided to us all the time. She is not only an instructor, but a colleague and a friend. She overcame the challenges and difficulties with us and shares in our success and achievement. Thank you. Special thanks to the father of the radiology, Dr. Robert. He has been tireless in our supports and education. He gave us a big part of his unique, accumulated experience as a result of his countless efforts during the journey of his personal and scientific life. Thank you, Dr. Robert. I would like to thank our smart faculty, Dr. Hansen, as well as Dr. Bargan, which we miss her a lot. I won't forget our clinic and office staff who contribute to the success of our departments. Terry, Crystal, James, Jenny, Amy, Debbie, and the sweet Lydia. I would like to thank the Pathology and Oral Medicine departments and residents. I also commend the great program that we graduated from. It is a unique and practical program that allows residents to deal with as many cases as possible and is a great service to the community. I believe it is one of the best programs in the United States. Finally, I thank all my colleagues in the program, especially Karen and Sergio, who no one will miss more than me. I'm so lucky to have them. Thank you, Karen, and thank you, Sergio, and thank you all.
Thank you, Marwa, for those heartwarming words. Every graduation, they make sure that I cry. May I call Sergio now to come here and say a few words?
After dancing there. Well, obviously now it's very hard after listening to everyone talking. It's kind of, what else can I say? But obviously everybody knows this is a big family. I think it's just amazing to be here, amazing to share all these moments, and you know, this is a very well family, very well structured as well. Starting from the Dean, Dr. Garcia, Chair Dr. Cohen, our director, and my sister. I don't want to say my mother. She's my sister. She's been a very great person with me, and a lot of support. She guided us in the right way, and very patient, as well as Dr. Rupert. He's very, very patient with us. Obviously, it's not easy to come to this country, you know, and get into a new education and totally different of what you were used to. But you know, having Dr. Keshwari, Dr. Rupert, and now Dr. Hansen, you know, guide us and teach us and be very patient, it make that all easy. So I'm really thankful for being in this program and have the opportunity to be a UF student. And my family, my wife that has been all day, she's the one that applied to UF for me. She's the one that really made this possible, and she's always been next to me, working hard with my kids. They're an inspiration. My mom, my dad, they all the time guide me on through this. My brothers, all my siblings, my brother Karen, my sister Karen, and Marwa. You know, they know how special they are for me. They're all a family, like I said since the beginning. This is all about family. She's my family. Marwa is my family. The new residents. Second year, Rohan and Jenna, Terry, David, Tagri that is not here. They are being great, you know, being with them, getting the experience as well. Juniors now, Michelle, Nick, Cleo, Labran, and Ragat. It's amazing just to be with all of them, this extended family. It's just amazing, and I'm just very proud to be here, and I know everybody feel the love, you know, it's mutual. Thank you so much for everything.
Sergio reinvented the phrase, it takes a village to raise a child. It surely takes a village to make a radiology resident graduate. Nevertheless, it is immense the support of all the family and those sacrifices they make and help all our residents to get where they are today. May I now request Dr. Garcia to join me to felicitate the residents? Thank you. Can I have Marwa here?
Thank you.
And let's see the diploma. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And yeah. Okay. Okay. I want to get the whole group up here once they all get done.
Once everybody.
No, later to stay. Yeah.
Just let him know. He would come.
Okay. Okay.
Congratulations again, Marwa. Can I have Karen?
One more. Yeah.
Last but not least, the only man in the match. Sergio.
I'm the only one not crying.
Okay.
You see that? That's how family acts.
Thank you. Okay. Can we get all three of them? Can we get all three of them up there for a group picture?
Can we have all three of the
Can we have all
graduates
the
up
three
here?
graduating students here to pose for a
With your
picture?
diplomas,
And
yeah.
put them all together.
Yeah, with your certificates.
All right, we'll just,
Dr. Rupert and Dr. Hansen, would you please come here and join the
okay. Get them.
No Rohan sneaking.
I wish all the graduating residents, no more residents, graduates, our recent graduates, our new oral maxillofacial radiologists, good luck with all their future endeavors. Thank you all again for joining us tonight and making it so special. I want to tell these graduates that you may be gone away from our eyes, but you will always continue to live in our hearts. Go Gators!
So now it's our turn. So now we would like to give some appreciation for our doctor faculty, Dr. Kashwari, Dr. Rubrick, and Dr. Hansen. If you can please go.
Yes.
This is for Dr. Kashwari, for all three of us. Thank you so much.
Yes, I do.
Thank you so much. We appreciate everything that you guys do for us.
Yes.
Make it easy.
Okay. Everybody has one.
Thank you everybody. Wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, I like the color. It just goes to colors. I'll let my wife open it.
Yeah, Matthew, you too.
Let Madeline.